And good morning, everybody. Welcome back inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here for day 3 of 4 of this 2024 National Para Hockey Championships. He's Noah Vogel. I'm Alec Murray with you this morning, and it's a clash for a chance to play for the B Championship here this morning. Noah, right off the hop, what a game we had last night. Manitoba just squeaking by Team New Brunswick, but the goal differential, +1 for Team New Brunswick, which automatically qualifies them in the B final here later today. The winner of this match is going to see Team New Brunswick.
Yeah, and a chance to get promoted to the A pool for next year's national tournament. And what a big opportunity this would be if Quebec Development can pull off an upset. But for Manitoba, they've looked very strong so far in this tournament. They have already beat this team once in this tournament. It was quite lopsided. It was 10-1 on that first day, and as well yesterday morning beating them 5-0. But like you said, very, very close in the tiebreaker category to get that bye to that 7 o'clock game. New Brunswick will be waiting for the winner. We'll see after the result of this one.
So Manitoba, really a great tournament for them thus far, and 3-1. Their only loss coming to Team New Brunswick in the first day, 5-3. For Quebec Development, looking to bounce back here, 0-4 in the round robin, as this is the hockey we've all been waiting for this weekend. Noah, we're into the final stages, and it should be some great action as we are underway here in this first game of 4 slated for today on a Saturday. Happy long weekend to everybody tuned in as well. What a great way to spend the long weekend as well. Some great hockey, some great action all weekend long thus far here in Port Colborne. Battle for that puck on the far side. Quebec Development, they'll just play it off the far boards. So this faceoff will come all the way back down inside the Quebec zone. Off the faceoff, it'll be on that far side. Dot trying to dig that puck free is Armbruster. Armbruster still trying to get that puck loosen up on that far side. It'll be to the far corner. Seguin picks it up and he'll fire it to the near side boards, rink wide. Play to the far side. It'll be back picked up. Armbruster working in. He's got options. Armbruster, high slot, knocked off the puck. He'll spin back with it. Still has it. Far side for his brother, just out of the reach of Elijah, who's got it down in that corner. They've been problematic in this tournament. As Armbruster trying to cut to the top. There's a shot. Score! Elijah Armbruster starts it off on a Saturday, and Manitoba's out 1-0, and he just stuck with that puck. Noah stuck with it, got it back in the high slot, let it fly, and was able to beat Biselli on the glove side.
One of the best shooters in this tournament, and Armbruster, you can't give him any type of space, and he's just able to find a little bit of breathing room in that slot area and finds the top right corner over top of Basalion and gets this game started early for Manitoba.
Well, Manitoba 2-0 against Quebec Development thus far in the tournament. This will be picked up on the far side, thrown down to the near side corner, and so we'll have this game here, and then the ace semifinals, and then we'll have the final for the B division tonight. So whoever wins this game and New Brunswick will square off for that B title, and like you mentioned, a promotion to the top division next year for the championships. Battle for that puck down in the corner. And we'll get it blown down. So we'll see At 2 o'clock, Ontario will take on Team BC in the first semifinal. And then it will be Alberta and Quebec at 4:30 in the second. Winners of those two will see each other at 11:30 tomorrow morning in the final. Third place game will take place tomorrow at 9 a.m. Face off in the neutral zone will be picked up by Quebec Development. Pacheco a shot. That one got blocked out front. Pacheco still with it. He'll dish to the far side. Davies in. Can't get a shot off. There's another shot. Galal steered aside. Davies picks it up on the far circle. Motoring in. There's Davies' shot. That one didn't get to the net either. Motoring their way, here's Pacheco. Slides it for Gallant. Gallant in behind the net, trying to whip it around out front. He's rubbed out of the far boards. As back to pick that up, Teal Roy. Gallant, centering pass, again picked off, and they'll flip it up as Roy can't clear the zone. Another shot coming from the point, blocked out front. Good job by Weens to get in front of that puck as Pacheco has a great shift here for Quebec Development.
Yeah, some good offensive pressure, able to hold the lines. Davies on that far side, and for Manitoba, this forward line struggling to get this puck out.
Back to the point it comes. Davies lets one fly. That one just steered us high. That's an excellent save by the netminder Bilodeau. Played around to the near side boards. It'll be picked back up. Weens trying to get it out of the zone. Extended pressure here for Quebec Development. And Manitoba still having trouble getting it out. Quebec, they'll slide it across. Pacheco in the slot. Bumped up, but still keeps possession for Gallant on the near side. Gallant trying to get that one toward the net. Pick back up Dupont. Dupont in behind the net. Sends it out front. That loose puck laying there. Nobody can get to it. And it'll roll up. Spinning back forward, trying to pick it up is Calderola. And here we go. It's Armbruster with a break. Armbruster looking for a second of the morning. Scores! Elijah Armbruster has 2 in the first period. And less than 5 minutes in, it's 2-0 Toba.
Well, that extended forecheck from Quebec Development left some tired bodies under the point, and Davies turned that puck over in a dangerous position. And once Armbruster gets past you, there's no catching him, and does everything right to slot it past Bassalion.
Bones in the building today. Niagara Ice Dogs mascot made the short trip down. It'll be played off the far boards, and Armbruster has it at center. Armbruster trying to get by his man, feeds it in tight. They still have it down low. Good job coming back, and they'll slide that puck to the far corner. This puck will be played back down the ice as rolling back for it is Henry Bergen. Bergen, nifty little move, but turned it over. Rolling puck, though, able to get back Armbruster for it. And he'll whip it down the ice. Played up on that far side boards. It'll be knocked down at center. Both Armbrusters over there on the boards. Elijah will throw one toward the net right on goal. It'll be stopped and covered by the netminder Bassalion, and she'll hold on and hang for a faceoff with 9:20 to go here, just underway. First period, day 3 of this National Para Hockey Championships here in Port Colborne. off the face-off. That puck will roll up at center. Coming back, and a good hit there by Bergen. Turn back the other way. It'll be Rosello throwing it in. That one wide of the goal. Manitoba back on side as they're into the zone. Rosello has it down low. Trying to cut it back out front. Centering pass. Good stick there from the netminder. Trying to dig at that puck down below the Quebec goal. Armbruster picks it up at the point. Weaves his way into the slot. Now spins back. Armbruster plays it in deep. In behind the net. It's going to be held in by Manitoba. Rosello hit in hard into the end boards, and we're back right below the net. Centering pass. That one went off the side of the goal. Armbruster on it on the far side. Davies and Armbruster collide down low. Fired around to the near side boards. It'll be held in, but Quebec Development now will roll out of the zone with it as here's Dupont. Dupont lost it in his sled, and Rosello will turn it back up the other way. Could be a break here for Manitoba as Quebec making a change. Rosello, nice move through center. Into the high slot. Rosello still on the puck. His shot whistled wide. Bounces back out front. Rolling in. Armbruster fires high. That shot had a little bit of zip on it as Armbruster coming in from the point. And we'll have it tied up on the far side. Quebec able to get it out of the zone. Raft up at center. And here goes Pacheco after it. Pacheco with a lot of speed on the near side. In after it. He'll create the turnover. Pacheco, nice move. There's a shot turned aside. Bilodeau. Back to the point. Centering pass. And Teal Galab could not get to that puck. Raymond back for it in his own zone. He'll play it off the near side boards up at center. Tied up on the near side. That battle's going to be won by Calderola, but it's sent back the other way, and now a race for it as Gauthier trying to get back, could not. Manitoba back in time. They'll just throw it down into the corner. Armbruster off the bench. He'll pick it up and fire it far side. That puck just gets out of the zone. Could be a break for Manitoba. Here they go once again up on the far side. And just knocked off the puck was Roy. He'll fire it around the far boards. Not in time to hold the zone as it'll be out. Manitoba's got to vacate, and Quebec Development will have it at center.
Pacheco making a great defensive back check to get there on the chance for Manitoba with Teo Roy. And he's been Quebec Development's most dangerous player on offensive. Well, he's had a couple chances already in this first period.
Massive collision at center ice.
It's going to be a delayed penalty call against Quebec on that collision.
Yeah, that was a big piece that Huneau got of Vergy at center, and Toba's going to go to the power play here with 4:46 to go and already a 2-0 lead. You can hear it all the way up here in the booth, Noah, and oh.
It's going to be a head contact, so.
Yeah, he put those arms up.
We'll see just the 2-minute minor against Huneau. going to have to be served by another Quebec development player, as the head contact will also give Huno a 10-minute misconduct.
So Quebec trying to make a change now, and the official says no. So have to get a couple of those players back out onto the ice. They've only got 3 now out there. They need 1 more. So Quebec will figure it out here. And Manitoba with a chance to extend their lead here in the first period off the face-off. White to the point. Armbruster lets it fly right on. And it'll be stopped and held on to by Bisselia.
Good look from the point from Armbruster, and we know the type of cannon he has from the point, but straight on, and Bisalian makes a good save and able to cover up for a face-off.
Pass will come near side, Armbruster. Here comes a shot, whistle just high that time as Roy had a look. And Quebec able to get that puck out and down the ice. And it's 30 seconds already gone in the power play. Armbruster brothers back for it in their own zone. They'll play it up. Rosello, that puck just getting ahead of him. It'll be tapped back. Good stick there. Manitoba's got to wait to get on side as Rosello will get out. White drops it off. Rosello into the slot. Armbruster looking for his third. Stopped by Basilio. Rebound pops out in the front of that.
Great puck movement on this power play and able to get Armbruster again open in the slot.
Isaiah Armbruster now with it down low. He'll spin it up top. Here's Elijah. Nice move, just set it high. Excellent power play here for Manitoba. Armbruster will have it come back out. Doesn't know where that puck is. Lost it in his sled as it'll be back picked up by Quebec Development. Maybe 1 more rush here on the power play for Team Toba. Big open ice hit. And slow to get up is Roy. Armbruster quickly on it in the end boards. He'll leave it for Rosello out front, looking to tap that one through, and it'll be covered by Bisselia with 10 ticks to go on the power play. A lot of chances on that man advantage so far here, Noah. Still 10 seconds to go, but Team Manitoba all over it.
They look so confident and comfortable with their puck movement on the power play once they get set up, and that last chance for White in front, just deflecting in off her sled as she parked herself in the crease and almost squeaking by Bisselia, who was able to get a glove down on it, but still a few ticks left on this power play and an offensive zone faceoff for Manitoba to try and extend their lead.
10-5 the shots in favor of Manitoba. There's another shot on goal. That will be steered aside by Bisselia. Got a stick on it. Penalty set to expire. And we're back to even strength hockey. Manitoba still on it down to that Quebec zone. They'll loft it high through center, and that puck will roll through as Armbruster back for it. Elijah Armbruster with 2 already as he got knocked off. Back up at center. Gauthier lost it to Rosello. He'll leave for Armbrusters into the zone. He's got that speed to cut the edge. Armbruster gets around, centering pass across, just out of the reach He had Isaac Vinn headed to the goal, but on his offhand could not pull the trigger. Down into that corner, in behind the goal. Gauthier flips it to the near side. Villa away. Back down low for Gauthier. Pacheco. Spinning around, looking Gauthier up top, fires, blocked out front. As Rosello down, trying to find that loose puck out front of the Manitoba goal. It'll squeak free. Armbruster is just going to slide it on. And I believe that puck was covered.
You see Pacheco coming up to the head referee, and maybe he thought that puck was still loose as he tried to center it in front. Gauthier had a good opportunity. He was blocked.
I want to see what happens here because it looks like Armbruster tried to send that puck back to the goaltender. See, watch this. Armbruster's going to roll it back to his netminder, and I don't know. Odd-looking play there.
Just trying to get that.
Look out! Up top! There's a shot set wide. Racine had an open net, and she sent it just wide of the far boards. Battle for it down low. Racine throws it out front, and it'll be covered before it could get any farther by Logan Bilodeau with just under 30 seconds to play here in period one. And Manitoba, a 2-0 advantage here, courtesy of Elijah Armbruster.
And Logan Bilodeau for Manitoba is so good at playing aggressive in his crease, and that time just hugging that post. And as soon as that puck squirts out, able to cover and freeze for a face-off. But like you said, the scoreboard shows it's been all Manitoba, but a bit of a stint offensively here for Quebec. A couple chances.
Could be another break here on the near side boards. Quickly after it, Calderola. He's on it down below the goal line. 10 seconds to go. Calderola, nice move to come back out front. Calderola, backhand shot sent us wide. Up top, could have one more on goal. Blocked out front. It'll be settled down by Pacheco. And that will do it for period number one here. Noah, a chance at the finals in the B division and a date with Team New Brunswick. The winner of this one will get in a very good first period, I thought, for both teams. Quebec Development, once again, and unable to find the back of the net, Noah, but sustained pressure, and we've talked about this team. And again, we've had conversations with their head coach, and Jean was nice enough to come on the broadcast earlier, and they've just gotten better every single game, and that's really what it's all about for this team.
Well, and they looked really, really good in that 3-1 loss to New Brunswick in their final game yesterday. And in the second and later half of that first period, they were getting some offensive zone time, had some chances in front, but Manitoba just so strong defensively with Isaiah Armbruster in front of Bilodeau, who have been excellent all weekend. But Quebec Development's found out real quick in this first period, you cannot leave Elijah Armbruster with too much space and time. And, you know, of course, that one breakaway that he put away, but anytime he's in the slot, he's going to be able to find that shot, and that's how he's able to get that first goal. And he's the decider as Manitoba heads into the first intermission up 2-0.
So after the first period of play here in the National Para Hockey Championships, it's Manitoba 2, Quebec 0. We'll take a break, and we'll be back for the second frame here in Port Colborne.
Your time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/apply.
I say the strength of the program is just its variety. Whether you're looking to go radio, television, or film, there's always something for everyone. And even inside those specific streams, there's anything you could possibly want. You could direct, you could do audio, you can tape cables down if that's what you like. There's always something for everyone.
This program not only prepared me with the vast skills of editing, television production, the foundations I really need, but I think it really provided me with a strong work ethic in order to complete programs, deadlines. With live television specifically is one of those things where, you don't have opportunities to take breaks. It's really that foundation to what the real world is like in the world of television.
The program does an amazing job of preparing us for real life. Hands-on cameras, hands-on like you're in a real radio station. Through 3 years, that's massive. And a lot of programs don't offer that, but the first day you're in NC, you're in the labs, you're on the radio, you're touching electronics, you're touching microphones, you're getting to know all the technology, and it's great. They really prepare you for that real life scenario, right? So as soon as you step out the door of NC, you can go work at a radio station, you can go work at a news station and know what to expect because you've been there before.
I love the facilities that we get to work in. I love that I get to, sit in this radio lab and look at these boards and be in the industry. Every day I come to school, I really feel immersed in my education.
I find the teachers here are very helpful. They do care about everything they do. They always try to push you in the right way to do better. And as long as you put some kind of effort into your work and show that you care, they will be behind you and support you to make sure you succeed.
I love my teachers. I think that they are the driving force of this program. I think they care about each student so much.
I think one of the big things that I take away from the college is really about the staff, the instructors, the professors that work here. They really care about the students and their success. And I think that really resonated for me when I was here and also when I left here, which is one of the reasons why I like to come back and kind of give back to the students that are here now.
We've had a ton of different opportunities and great opportunities. For example, Canada Games. I had an opportunity to do some play-by-play for that for baseball and volleyball. So that was a pretty cool opportunity for me. As well as doing the college sports games, I do a lot of play-by-play for that. Volleyball, basketball. So that's a really good opportunity. Some of the opportunities that I've got being part of the program.
The 1-1. And that ball's ripped into right center field. That'll get down, and that's going to get past the right fielder and roll all the way to the wall. Rounding third base is McDonald. He'll score. It's a double. And BC, just like that, is within one.
Forced turnover. Here's Stewart. Euro step to the basket. Reverse. Count it. What a finish. And the foul. Stewart, another turnover on Sheridan. Mitchell, heat check. She got it. Oh my, Taryn Mitchell.
And welcome back inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center. Noah Vogel, I'm Alec Murray. As we're in this first game of a Saturday, winner advances to the B finals today. Later today, the final game of today. And what a first period we had, Noah. And again, 18, Elijah Armbruster. He's been going through all weekend. He's been excellent for them all weekend long. He's been the quarterback, and he has two more here in the first period.
Yeah, just the most dangerous player on the ice in that first period. Had that turnover from Davies, which led to that second goal for Armbruster, and made no mistake on the breakaway. And still, we're peppering it on. A couple of chances later in the second half of that first period. And then a little bit of a stint from Quebec Development. We talked about how every single game they've gotten better and better, but now in their dreaded second period where they've fallen apart in a lot of their prior games, hopefully they can take some momentum from the latter half of that first period into the second. But for now, Manitoba in the driver's seat and looking to continue into the second frame.
Well, in Manitoba, it's just, for them, their offense has just been too hard to contain here this weekend. And we talk about the Armbruster brothers, but you can also throw Isaac Vint in there. Alyssa White had a hat trick in their first game as well. And Manitoba looking to continue to roll here. For Quebec Development, you're exactly right. Just continue to build on what has been a very, very, I wouldn't say uphill battle for them, but they've gotten progressively better every single game they've played. We've said it before, we might sound like a broken record, but for Quebec Development, try to contain those two brothers and see if we can get some more shots on goal. We know they can score. They've scored a few goals in this tournament, and you look at Rodrigo Pacheco and Dupont, guys that can really find the back of the net. You want to put Seguin in there. He had a goal yesterday as well. So if they can find one here, and we talk about, no, it's 2-0, the next goal is a big one. It's either 3-0 or 2-1, and it really changes the tide of which way this game will go. And I liked some of their pressure in that first period, but again, just you can't give 18 or 22 any type of breathing room at all.
Yeah, absolutely, because we know what they're going to do with the puck if they get those opportunities. But for Quebec, it's just trying to stay close through this second heading into the third and just within arm's reach, and hopefully a bounce goes your way and changes the tide of the match.
I'll flip it down the boards, and there's Caleb Davies back for it. Davies will play it off the boards and back down the ice. Icing's waved off. They're going to say it was touched up, and Armbruster will head back for it. Here goes Armbruster again up at the center ice logo. Armbruster with the puck, stops up, into the slot, drops it off. What a pass. White fires just wide. Had some zing on it. We just talked about her, Alyssa White, but how about the pass and the feed from Elijah Armbruster?
Well, we've seen that a couple times because of his ability in front of goal. He draws in all those defenders and able to just slot that one back for his line mate, Alyssa White, who had a big goal yesterday as well in that 2-1 win over New Brunswick. Trying to get on the board here in this game.
Played up out front. It'll be turned back to the point, and that puck will leak out at the logo. Armbruster. He'll work back up the near side boards with it. So good at getting that edge. He'll go after that puck down low. Armbruster, centering pass up top, just missed White, and it'll come out of the zone. Well, there she was again, and that time just under her stick.
And again, Armbruster's speed, every single stride is so clean. The way he picks up momentum through the neutral zone and creates so many opportunities for his teammates, and almost does it that time.
On the way around to the near side boards. Armbruster will play it up off the boards, and there goes Elijah Armbruster now after it. Armbruster into the zone again, trying to cut toward the front of the net, holds possession under his sled, lost that puck, didn't know where it was. He's got to turn back for it. Armbruster centering pass up top to Laurier. Shot is blocked. White trying to get possession back out front. A good play on the back end though, as Davies was back for it. And Quebec Development maybe a chance for a break here. Up along the near side boards. Gauthier throws one well wide of the net. Out of his net to play it was Bilodeau. Played up at center. That puck just missing Armbruster, but he's got to jump. Armbruster in on it. Has White out front. Armbruster slides it across. White just not enough on it. She had the open net. Could not tap it home. Again, those two able to find each other. Just unable to finish.
A perfectly played 2-on-1. Just the finish not there for White, as she had to reach back for it a little bit, and while falling down, couldn't get enough on that shot, fanned on it, and almost made it 3-0 for Manitoba.
There's a shot rolling on goal. Glove save made. Bilodeau falling down to the ice. We got an injured Quebec player down on the near side corner, as Pierre-Luc Gauthier is down and has not gotten back up. Looks to be in some pain, as we'll see the trainer jump on out. And I didn't see what happened down in that corner, Noah, but Gauthier still has not moved.
He was in on the forecheck after that puck got dumped in by Racine, and I think just took a tumble in that near side far right corner, and seems to be in good spirits. And it's good to see him go off to the bench on his own, as he's another guy for Quebec Development who's been instrumental in some of the goals they scored this weekend. As we take a look at that replay, just in after that puck, and coming across was Weens, and just a bit of a funny angle into that board with the front of the sled of Gauthier. So a little banged up, but he'll get checked out on the Quebec Development bench.
So the faceoff will come back into the neutral zone, rather. Rosello will win it back into his own zone as they can't get it out. Vergy after it on that far side boards. It'll be played down by DePaul. Pacheco, there he is. And if you're going to pick one of these Quebec Development players, Noah, who's kind of shone above the rest, and it would be number 16. He's very speedy. He's all over the ice at all times as that puck leaks out top. Great play, Vint on the back end, but Pacheco has been very, very good this weekend for Quebec Development.
Yeah, and he's really been unlucky to score, not to score yet this tournament, because he's had a plethora of opportunities, and he's really just a difference maker in creating those chances for Quebec Development. And like you said, just all over, especially on the forecheck, using his speed, getting in and winning those puck battles below the goal line, and just trying to create a spark for this Quebec Development team.
Played up at center. It'll be Armbruster. That's Luke Armbruster, the third Armbruster brother, as that one slides across. And we haven't seen as much of Luke, but he's 3 of 5 in the Armbruster brothers. There's 2 more. Again, we said yesterday, we talked to Dad, who made the trip from Manitoba here, and he's like, I got 2 more waiting in the wings. Down into that corner on it, Fergie. Able to get it away from Pacheco. It'll be sprint. Here goes Vint. He's got to hurry. That puck on a fresh slate of ice. Icing will be waved off. Vint first on it. Look out. He gets pinched into the boards. Davies back on him. Vint able to sling it up for Armbruster. Luke Armbruster couldn't get to it as it's down low on the near boards. Here they go again. Could be a 3-on-0 if they hurry. Here they go back down ice. Teal Roy shot just wide. Rebound off the back end boards, and quickly back for it is Villaway. Back up top, Point skating in. Armbruster could not pull the trigger, and it's out at center. Manitoba able to hold it into the zone, throwing that one on goal, lunging out for it, and able to cover is Bisselio. with 7:38 to go here in the second period. Still scoreless in this second frame, and still a 2-0 Manitoba lead.
That was Paul Ham coming out off the bench for Manitoba with that shot, and didn't get all of it, but Bassalion almost gave out a juicy rebound, was able to collect it with her stick and freeze it for a face-off. But again, really anywhere you look, this Manitoba team's able to create some offense, and backed up by the defensive pairing of Bergen and Armbruster. He's able to keep a high forecheck.
Off the face-off, that one sent just wide. Thrown to the far side boards as it'll be picked back up by DuPont. He left it behind as right on him was Teal Roy. And we'll bring a face-off as that was offside. Faceoff will be in the neutral zone. One back as Armbruster quickly after it. Armbruster still has possession. Here he goes again. Armbruster cuts to the middle, fires. Great save. That was Baselli unable to fight it off with a blocker hand. White will drop it off, back down on the near side boards. Armbruster in there after it. Could not get to it. Centering pass comes up top, and that puck will leak out of the zone. Played around to the far side. Armbruster will pick it up for Manitoba. He'll work it up for his brother Elijah. Armbruster has White at center. White dishes off. Armbruster, numbers for Manitoba. Armbruster centers across. Tight angle shot. And able to get back across and get a piece of it was Basellion. Armbruster picks it up, fires one. That one deflected just wide. White down low battling for that puck. As it comes back up top, score! Wow! An impossible angle for Elijah Armbruster, and he's got the hat trick here in the second period. What a job from Melissa White. Down low, Armbruster roof job. And again, impossible angle. Look at White battling down low for Team Manitoba. This puck squirts free. Armbruster in, bang. No chance.
White just down and deep, did all the dirty work to get that puck loose, and Armbruster picking the pocket of Gauthier, and how about that shot? Couldn't be up more upstairs as he finds the roof of the net to beat Basalia for the third time this game.
Another hat trick.
Another hat trick, and he's got 3 unanswered for Manitoba as they lead big with a little over 5:30 left in this second period.
Elijah Armbruster 3, Quebec Development 0. Big hit into the zone as Vint goes down. He's slow to get back up. Quebec Development will feed it up on the far side as Huneau back after his 10-minute misconduct for head contact. That puck will be lofted over by Vergie around to the near side boards with 5 even to go here in the second period. Winner of this goes to the B Championships, where they'll face Jacob LeBlanc and Team New Brunswick. That puck will be played down the ice. And it's got a decent amount of speed on it, and it will have just enough for icing on Team Manitoba. And again, what a matchup. Manitoba and New Brunswick would be there 1-1. Both of them really, really good games. A 5-3 win for Team New Brunswick on the first night of this tournament. And then last night a 2-1 win for Manitoba. And there is Vint picking it off. Vint has a break. Isaac Vint from center, in all alone. Vint shot it wide. As hot on his tail was Caleb Davies coming back. Davies lost it out front of his own goal. A shot is steered aside by Bissalian. See, another one of these players who has kind of caught some eye here from at least us, Noah, is Caleb Davies on the back end. He's played a lot of minutes, and he's been very, very good on the back end, very reliable defensively for Team Quebec.
Yeah, quite a lot of speed on that back end for Quebec Development, and he saved a couple of really high-end chances in this tournament, and he did that once again. Vint was all in on goal, and he's already got a couple in this tournament and was looking to get another, but Davies had other ideas.
Battle for that puck, stays in the zone. Vint has got it back. Vint, far hash marks, try to dish it in, and they'll go in after it. Around, settled down by Verg. He could not hang on to it. Is Pacheco there for it? Rodrigo Pacheco up on the near side boards. He hits Gauthier. Gauthier has a man going to the net and DuPont. Gautier's wiped out along the boards as Gallant in after it. Around to the far side, Pacheco. Able to hold it in, able to feed it up top to Paul. Back out front, Gallant could not get to it. Theo Gallant unable to hold the zone. It'll be fired down by Manitoba, and that once again will have lots for icing with 2:39 to go here in the second period.
And once again, looking forward to that B pool final where, like we talked about, Jacob LeBlanc and New Brunswick wait the winner of this game. And that one last night between them and Manitoba where Manitoba took a 2-1 victory. That was the first time all tournament where a team kept Jacob LeBlanc off the score sheet. And so far, they're the only team to really be able to shut him down. And like we said, as it stands right now, Manitoba will be facing them in the B pool final. And what a matchup that will be for the third time this tournament.
Well, and the first time New Brunswick has given up a lead in this tournament was when Manitoba took a 2-1 lead over them. And they had not trailed in this tournament through 3 games until then. Here comes Quebec Development. Nice pass across. There's a chance. Diving back, and the net comes off. Unable to pull the trigger and get a shot off was Pierre-Luc Gauthier. And we'll get a face-off coming down inside the Manitoba zone with under 2.
What an effort from Peyton Vergy on the back end for Manitoba, just diving across to stop DuPont, who had a great opportunity in front. As Bilodeau was stretched out in goal, but Vergy able to come across and stop DuPont from getting Quebec on the board.
Face-off will come back, but it's all the way out of the zone. Great effort there to get that off the back. It'll be sent to the near side by Calderola. Christian Calderola now on it on the near boards. He'll play it down low. Calderola trying to get it toward the net. He's knocked off slide. As that puck will lay out front of the netminder, and she will cover. Here comes that line back out again. There you take a look at the start of this tournament for Team Manitoba in number 18, Elijah Armbruster. He'll win the faceoff back. White a shot, it's blocked. Back to the point. Armbruster holds the zone. Back down low, 4 below the goal line. Armbruster able to hold possession of that puck. He'll play it back up top to the point. Devin Amy. Amy throws one toward the front. That'll be turned aside and back the other way. It's going to be close, but look at those long strides there by Armbruster to get back with ease. Armbruster off the near side boards up at center. They'll be in onside. Knocked off is Delorier. Delorier plays it, but it's picked right off by Quebec Development, and it'll be flipped up by Villeneuve. Armbruster will tap that puck for his brother Elijah. Elijah Armbruster taking into the boards, lost the puck, is they're right back onto it though. There's a shot coming toward the front of the goal. Loose puck lying out front, and it'll be scooped up and played by Dupont. Armbruster back for it on the near boards. He'll loft one in on goal. That would have been a tough shot, but able to fight it off. Bissalion, and she's able to knock it down and find the loose puck to cover, but that one came in hot from just inside center ice.
Well, it's all Armbruster had time for with the clock running down in the second period, and it looked like it was going to keep rising, but just dropping onto the glove of Bissalion. And what looked like a not so dangerous shot was certainly a tough one for Bissalion to get, and Manitoba just extending to their lead in that second period and looking very comfortable heading into the intermission.
Well, after 2 periods of play now here in Port Colborne, Manitoba is 15 minutes away, Noah, from punching their ticket to the B final and meet Jacob LeBlanc and Team New Brunswick for the 3rd time in this tournament. And again, it's been all 18. You see him there on your screen. And Elijah Armbruster, spectacular through 2 periods of play, like he has been spectacular all tournament long. Quick thoughts on that second period there, Noah?
Well, just again, Manitoba came out flying like they did in that first period, and it gave them a few chances, and on goal, Quebec on the other end had a few opportunities. And again, Manitoba just so solid both offensively and defensively, and of course all credit to Elijah Armbruster with the 3 goals in this game. And for him, like you said, just been the star of this tournament, and I expect him to continue that on today. And right now, later tonight when they face off against New Brunswick, he's going to be hard to stop, and he's just a very talented goal scorer. He knows how to find those spaces and get those shots off, and just so hard to stop. And right now, he's the decider, the only one who scored so far. And for Quebec Development, just going to try and maybe keep this one close. Still lots to do in this 3rd period, but we'll see as we head into the second intermission.
They were very good in that second period, Noah. They had a couple of chances, but again, Bilodeau very good in net for Team Manitoba. Elijah Armbruster, the difference here through 2 periods of play. A chance at a B championship on the line here this morning. First of 4 on tap for a Saturday. Happy long weekend here from Port Colborne at the 2024 National Para Hockey Championships. We'll be back for period 3.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Break your limits. Are you ready to be a legend? It's time to storm the fortress. It's time to fight on the battlefield. Are you made for greatness? Writing history? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? To be a champion. To change the system. Can you start a revolution? This is your moment. Are you ready to fight? To be fearless. This is the time for joy. Got the greatness. Are you ready for this? Like
Niagara College programs immerse students with a highly experiential learning environment enhanced by digital technologies. We place students at the center of all that we do. We are Niagara College.
And welcome back inside the Valley Health and Wellness Center here in Port Colborne. Day 3 of our National Para Hockey Championships. Noah Vogel, I'm Alec Murray with you on the call all weekend long. In a second period, capped off by, once again, at number 18, Elijah Armbruster. He's got the hat trick through 2 periods of play, Noah. He's been spectacular all tournament long. We've said it before, and let's take a look at the replays here. And there's his brother, who was also almost had one at the end of the period, in Isaiah Armbruster, but really it's been 18's game. He's got another hat trick in this tournament.
Well, just you see that they're picking up that puck off of the stick of Gauthier, just lifting the stick and roofing it in the top of the net, and Armbruster adds to his tally, another hat trick for him this weekend, and he can do no wrong. And you see there on your screen Isaiah, the brother of Elijah, and he's had quite the tournament as well. He's made a couple of big defensive plays in this game to keep it scoreless for Quebec Development, and for them just trying to create anything offensively. They've had a couple of chances, unable to plot one yet, so all smiles for Team Manitoba as you see the fans traveling, making some noise as we get underway for the 3rd period.
That guy has been here all weekend, every single game. He went to Home Hardware, I think, the other day and got a drum, got a Home Hardware pail and a couple of sticks, and I had a chance to talk to him earlier, and he's just a great guy. He just loves hockey. He just loves sports. He said his favorite part about coming to the rink at events like this is just how it brings all different types of people from, you know, all different parts of the country together, and to celebrate a sport that is just growing and growing and growing, and loving every bit of it. Manitoba, we talked about it all weekend long. They travel well. They do for not just sledge hockey, but again, the summer games. A lot of Manitoba faithful down in Ontario. That was a couple of years ago. And growing up in a sports world, Noah, you play Team Manitoba at anything, and they always have a lot of support, no matter what sport it is. So again, Manitoba out here supporting their sledge hockey team, looking for a berth in the B finals and a chance to advance here with a win, and then a chance to move up to Division A next year with a win tonight over New Brunswick. Here's Armbruster in the slot, fires high. Armbruster trying to sneak through a gap, centering pass just under the stick of White. Bouncing puck toward the front of the goal. Armbruster comes right to him, dishes. White shot out front, tapped out front. Where is it? Loose in the crease. Vint digging at it, it stays loose. Back up top to pick it up, a shot block to the point. Armbruster lets it fly. Blocker save made by Bisselian.
I'm not sure how that puck didn't go in. Vin had a couple whacks at it in front off of the White initial shot that was saved aside by Bisselian. Great job just staying strong in front of her crease and able to keep that puck from crossing the goal line.
Held in at the zone. Pass comes near side. Vint just out of his reach. He's back with it. Vint, and just under the stick of Armbruster. And it will be fired down out at center. Armbruster knocked off stride. It'll be picked back up by Quebec, but losing his stick after it was Carl Seguin. And diving to cover is the goaltender in Bilodeau. Off the face-off, it'll be played around to the near side boards. It'll be held in, though, by Raymond. Raymond tried to go back out front. Speeding in, there's Davies toward the front of the goal. That one knocked aside. As able to get a piece of it was Weens, and he clears the zone out at center. Game 13 of 18 on this excellent weekend of para hockey here in Port Colborne. Three more on tap for today. And the bronze and gold medal games tomorrow at 9 and 11. 11:30. It'll be played back down into the zone, picked up by Quebec. Gauthier. Held in at the blue line. That's Vergy sending it back down low, but tied up as Gauthier plays it back up. Still trying to work that puck free on that far boards. Rosello in there, he'll poke it free. Calderola couldn't get to it, and it's back down the ice as Jared Weens has to hurry. He'll be back ahead of Seguin. Weens gets it in behind the backboard as it'll be played up on the far boards. Racine couldn't hold the zone as it's out at center. Rosello after it. That puck lying at the logo. As it'll be played, Racine could not get there in time. Weens jumps up, but it's right to Racine, and she'll fire it down to the far corner. Rolling back around below the goal line. It'll be tied up there below the Manitoba net. We got a penalty coming. It's going to be on Quebec Development. It was in behind the net. Official right there to make the call and see if they can hold possession with it here, as it'll be picked up by Armbruster. That's Luke Armbruster for Manitoba. Delayed call, goaltender, the bench. They're going to try to get the extra attacker out. Rosello back in his own zone, so 6 on 5 here. Still delayed penalty. It'll be worked up on the near side boards for Vergy. Vergy knocked off. Not going to blow it down just yet. Still haven't blown it down. Now they will, as possession is got by Quebec Development. It is going to be a holding call, and we saw that down below Noah in a little bit of a scrum, and we saw a little jump on top. And we'll get a look at the replay here. And again, you saw 3 Quebec players in after it, and there's Rosello down low trying to play that puck around, and there it is right there.
Yeah, it's
right
going to be
in front of the official.
Gauthier again, already a penalty in this game, and he's frustrated once
it's going to be
more.
Huneau.
Yeah, pardon me, Huneau, who already had that head contact penalty earlier in the game, is going to go off for another 2 minutes.
So power play Manitoba here with under 10 to go now in the third period. Centering pass, bouncing up top. It'll be settled down, and Dupont can't hold on to it. Pacheco can. Throw it wide of the goal, and Quebec Development doing a good job this far. No on this penalty kill. That one missed there, is after it on the far side. Unable to get it out of the zone, though, is Roy.
Yeah, able to kill the first minute of
that
icing
too.
That power play, and that one is going to squeeze down for icing. So time to kill even more of this penalty, as Quebec Development's had more of the offensive zone time over the first half of this power play for Manitoba, who just kind of struggled to break out of their own zone. Maybe a kill here for Quebec can create some momentum, Alec, as they push for a goal here with 8:30 left in the third period.
Minute to go on the man advantage, and it'll be Armbruster with it around for Rosello. Manitoba trying to get something going. One more goal for them would really put this game out of reach, and the way they've been playing defensively thus far, it's going to be hard for Quebec as it is. Here goes Armbruster with speed into the zone. Armbruster, one man to beat. Stick handling through. What a move! Shot it high. Another chance for 1-8, and Manitoba just missed. "20 seconds to go on the Huno minor. The puck lodged on the near side boards. Still digging at it down there. Rosello trying to. What a job down low by Quebec and Gauthier. Finally, it'll come free up top. Armbruster back to 5-on-5. Doesn't seem to matter. Armbruster and scores! Just as the power play expired, Isaiah Armbruster gets in on the scoring. And that's 4 Armbruster goals now, as Isaiah has his first of this game, and it's 4-0 Manitoba. That might just be enough.
Well, he didn't want Elijah to get all of the praise this game, as what an effort falling down after that puck was lodged on the near side for a good 30 seconds. Gauthier trying to kill the end of that penalty, and Quebec just looked a little bit flat when that puck got loose, and taking full advantage of it was Isaiah Armbruster, and able to find the near side post and in for the 4th goal of this game.
One of the very good offensive defensemen we've seen this tournament, Isaiah Armbruster, so good at jumping up into the play, but again, those long strides with his arms to get back in time, and he's almost able to beat anybody on the backhand and the back check, and very, very good player as it's picked back off by Roy. Here's Roy, a shot, dribbles it wide as he fanned on it. 6:30 to go here in period number 3. Manitoba looks to be on their way to the B championship tonight. Nice move into the zone, 3 wide. Dupont drops it back, out front, shot it wide. Oh, how did Gallant not bury it?
Wow.
Looks like Gallant just lifted it a little bit too much. All he had to do was slide that in. What a play it was by Dupont. And Gallant.
He could not believe he missed that. A little frustrated in front. You see him on screen there.
He's like, are you kidding me now?
If they couldn't catch a break all tournament, it seems to continue on that course, as 4 Quebec players in on Bilodeau, and it was Theo Gallant on the back door sending that one wide. And still scoreless for the Quebec team, and Manitoba caught a big break there.
Played up at center. Knocked off stride as there is Dupont back for it. Dupont dives back. He'll play it back in the zone. Fergie's got it in the neutral ice. That shot just went wide. It'll be back around in behind the goal line. Trying to work that puck free up top. Diving back for it was Raymond as it came to the near side off the body, but unable to get one. Roy. On his horse is Peyton Fergie back for it, but it's icing anyways on Team Quebec. And with 5:37 to go here in this hockey game, and Manitoba looks to be well on their way to see New Brunswick for the third time this tournament. And 1-1 against each other, and we mentioned it earlier, Noah, both very, very good games.
Yeah, and I think both teams are going to be riled up for that matchup. Like we said, both teams taking a win already against each other in this tournament. Manitoba fresh off one last night, and they're going to look to do the same because of big implications for that game as a promotion on the cards for the winner.
Well, and you look at Team New Brunswick and Team Manitoba, and two teams that are built pretty similar, as here we go again. Armbruster busting in on the far side. Armbruster trying to cut to the front, and he's knocked off as a good play on the back end as Raymond able to get back and knock him off the puck. And Quebec will start back up. Manitoba and New Brunswick, you look at their rosters, Noah, and both very, very good top lines centered by a very, very good player. Jacob LeBlanc, obviously we've talked about him throughout this tournament on Team New Brunswick. And then you look at Manitoba and you look at 18 and you look at Elijah Armbruster, sorry. So both two really skilled forwards centered around very, very good players up front as well on their first lines. As you look at Isaac Vint for Team Manitoba, and you can go down the list, and Alyssa White also very, very good for Team Manitoba. And then you look at Team New Brunswick, and on their top line, you obviously have Jacob LeBlanc, and then you got Logan Munden up there, who's been very good this tournament as well, playing alongside LeBlanc. And you can go down the list. Jaden Poirier's been very good in this tournament. And again, goaltending has been solid for both squads. Blaze Roberts, another guy for Team New Brunswick who's made a little bit of noise. And again, like I said, he has the best name in the tournament in my opinion, Blaze Roberts, as that'll go down the ice for icing. And then you go to the back end, and again, both teams built kind of similarly, right? They have one really, really good defenseman. And honestly, for Team New Brunswick, in my opinion, Remy Ouellette has been one of the best defensemen in this tournament. On the other side, you look at Manitoba and, of course, Isaiah Armbruster. So again, these teams are built very similar, and it's going to be a very, very tough battle for that A promotion in next year's tournament.
Yeah, certainly a marquee game to circle on your calendar for later tonight. That puck drop going to be at 7 p.m. And for sure, both teams have seen each other already in this tournament, and they're going to want to win that game. Like we said, the implications are big, and we'll see if the Stars will show up. And, you know, another player to note for Team New Brunswick as well, Jiseng Boulier, who one of the younger players in this tournament, but man, is he quick and can create a lot of opportunities. He had a couple of good chances in that game last night against Manitoba where they just came up short. But going to be an excellent match, and I'm very excited for that one later tonight.
Well, again, and you look at the female players on each team too, and both have stud female players, as here is the one from Manitoba in white. Fires, glove save made by Picelli. And on the other side, we talked about it, Ouellette, outstanding, had a goal yesterday as well. So these two teams match up very, very evenly in the B final, both really deserving of that promotion to the A tier next year. And again, we're gonna have a good one coming up in BC and Team Ontario after this one as well. 2 o'clock puck drop, berth in the final tomorrow at 11:30. Loser to the third place game at 9 o'clock tomorrow. And Team Ontario, another team who's had an interesting tournament, and they're undefeated, but really don't necessarily deserve to be undefeated. They've just had a really, really good goaltending, and we talked about your best player sometimes has to be your goaltender. Well, for Team Ontario, it's been Corbin Watson, the Team Canada goaltender, and the national team. He's been outstanding this whole entire tournament. Maybe, you know, you want to throw a toss-up. Who's meant the most, Mitchell Garrett to his team, or You look at Team Ontario's Corbin Watson. They've both been so good in this tournament, and they're both big reasons why their teams are where they're at in a little bit different situations standings-wise, but we're going to see a heck of a goaltending matchup in this game coming up, Noah, and you're going to see the two national team members in Mitchell Garrett and Corbin Watson toe-to-toe here this afternoon.
Yeah, I expect that game to be very low scoring. Already met each other on the first day, I believe, or where Ontario squeaked out very close win 2-1 in that victory at the 1 p.m. puck drop on that Thursday afternoon, where Ontario looked like they were in the driver's seat. BC scoring that goal late and made a push for it near the end where they almost got the tying goal. But again, expected to be very low scoring, a very heavy goalie matchup, and another great game to look out for.
Here could be a break for Team Quebec Development in all alone. That shot, great save. Bilodeau denies Raymond, and he will cover up. Bilodeau with 1:45 left in this game says no, and he keeps it 4-0. Let's take a look at that replay, and just able, we talked about his movement a little bit better without those pads on, and just kind of throws his body out front, able to make the save and hang on. And in that game against Ontario, the first game for Team Ontario and BC, we really found who Mitchell Garrett was. Somebody who opened a lot of eyes. I know for you and I, we talked about him, we researched him, we looked him up. We knew he was going to be a stud. We didn't know how big of a stud he was going to be, and that game kind of opened a lot of eyes, especially for us up here. He was just outstanding. Yeah,
he was spectacular, and he has been all weekend for Team BC. He's kept them in a lot of games and was the real reason they were able to win that one against Alberta 2-1 yesterday to get them seated in that third spot to play Ontario this afternoon. And for Alberta as well, they've had a couple guys who have, shot a little bit. Hurst on the back end for them, and Pellizzari, who has 2 goals already in this tournament and has looked very good for
almost three.
That one, the Michigan, where he just found the inside of the iron but couldn't find the back of the net. He's certainly a guy to watch out for if you're Team Ontario. And like we talked about, for them, the home province kind of struggled against Quebec. Was really the only reason they were in that game was because of the goaltending from Corbin Watson. And we kind of saw a little bit more of them offensively when they played Alberta last night. Were able to net 4 and finally showing some of the skill they had on the offensive end.
Here goes Armbruster. He'll fire from inside the blue line, turned aside. Armbruster right on the rebound, sent just wide. No give in this Manitoba squad as it'll be flipped high off the glass. 10 seconds remaining. Manitoba, New Brunswick, book it, as they will play for a chance in the A tier next season and a chance at a B championship here tonight at 7 o'clock. A shutout for the young man you see on your screen right there, as Bilodeau outstanding in this one. A couple of late saves. He records the shutout. Team Manitoba records the win, and they will see Team New Brunswick and Jacob LeBlanc in the final tonight at 7 o'clock. And again, a very good game. Quebec Development, excellent tournament. They got better every single game. I thought their best game personally was the last one yesterday that they played in. But again, another tough battle tonight, or this morning I should say, for Team Quebec Development. To have 2 teams from the same province here playing, and 2 competitive teams, something really special for the first time that's happened. And again, we spoke to their head coach, and he was just thrilled about the development in this game and the development in his province. And Team Ontario, or Team Quebec, sorry, should not be hanging their heads because they played heck of 5 hockey games here in this tournament.
Yeah, they should be very proud of how they performed this weekend. Not the results they wanted, and this will do it for their national championship weekend. But for them, there's certainly some bright spots. And like you said, having two teams in this tournament for the first time, something to be very, very happy about. And for this Quebec team, got better and better every game. They looked dangerous at some points in this match and were just unable to put it away. And we'll take a look at some of the replays as Manitoba were just, you know, the stronger team in this one, and it was on the back of a couple of brothers as Elijah pots 3 and Isaiah gets the last one, as that was the first one. Just too much room for him, and anything really in that slot area he's able to put away. The second of 3 on the breakaway off the giveaway from Davies. And of course that third one where a big scrum underneath, and he's able to find that loose puck and roofs it in the top of the net. And of course we talked about as well his brother Isaiah Armbruster, who got that fourth goal. Just a great solo effort, falling over, able to find the bottom right corner. And that's gonna do it for Quebec Development in this tournament. And we'll head down to ice level because we will see the player of the games for them and the player of the tournament. And certainly a lot of players to choose from for them.
And we'll give a shout out too. So we mentioned it off the bat, and each team's MVP determined by the coaching staffs and managers of each team will be awarded. Thank you to the sponsor of Blade Tech Hockey, who will be providing each team MVP a free pair of Blade Tech blades today. So we will get the presentation down at ice level here. So our player for Team Quebec Development is Pierre-Luc Gauthier. And Pierre-Luc had an excellent tournament for Quebec Development. And he will go home with a new pair of Blade Tech blades. And again, thanks to our sponsor, Blade Tech. But Gauthier, excellent up front, created opportunities, and a big part of this Quebec Development team. So we'll get some team photos down on the ice, and again we'll get the presentations after a team's last game. That's when they'll get presented with their MVP award. So congratulations, Pierre-Luc Gauthier, player of the game for Quebec Development. And again, a hard-fought tournament. Not maybe if you're looking at wins and losses, but again, it's all about development. It's all about how you get better. And a province to have two teams here, quite special for the first time. And you know they're going to take a lot of positives out of what they just had this weekend and the experiences that they had this weekend. And Team Manitoba now is going to have a chance to go play New Brunswick at 7 o'clock in what will be, once again, a very, very tight game. And Mr. Armbruster, Mr. LeBlanc, the two stars going head-to-head here in the B with a chance to advance to the A division next year. We got a massive one coming up next, as we're going to see a rematch of the third game that we saw in this tournament to kick it off. We're going to see a battle of the goaltenders. Mitchell Garrett, Corbin Watson are going back head-to-head. A 2-1 game in the third game of this tournament, Noah. And Team Ontario with a chance to move to the final tomorrow afternoon at 11:30. BC looking to do the same, but we know it's going to be a tight one. The first time those two teams played, it was a 2-1 final. Ontario just squeaking by. And again, we expect pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, and for Team Ontario, it's going to be up to them whether they're going to come out on top and kind of start the game off strong, which they did in that game, and kind of veered in a downwards trajectory as BC had a very, very strong push near the end of that third period where they almost tied that game up at 2. And for BC, you know, just try and get some help for Garrett in front, who was so strong in that game and really kept them in that one. And offensively, gonna have to create some chances. They have some guys who can score. Pelizari, we know, has been very dangerous for them in this tournament, but it's gonna be a very low scoring, close game to be expected. But of course, the winner going to the gold medal game tomorrow, so a lot of implications in that match.
And we will have that coverage for you coming up in about half an hour. Ontario, BC for the first spot in the gold medal game tomorrow afternoon at 11:30. For now, we will sign off. He's Noah Vogel. I'm Alec Murray. We'll see you back here in Port Colborne in about half an hour for Game 2.